It should be going live. Okay. Hey everyone, welcome back to Lashay's Venture Podcast. I have a special guest here with me, and she's gonna go ahead and introduce herself.
Hi, I'm GeCamri Amberay.
Okay, can you tell them a little bit about yourself, like your background, your history?
Sure. So right now I'm going into my last semester this fall at the University of Texas at Arlington. I'm getting my BFA in acting with a minor in Spanish interpreting. I've been acting since the summer of junior year going into senior year of high school, but I've known I wanted to act since I was 9 years old. I just didn't know how to get there. And so once I discovered what a BFA was and I got into the program, I just tried to audition everywhere I could. And I've just been trying to get my feet in the ground, trying to hit the ground running. And I've just been trying to do anything and everything so I can learn everything ever since then.
Okay, okay. Have you auditioned in some movies yet, or have you been in some movies yet?
I have. I think the very first movie I was in was my senior year of high school. I was like an extra. It was a movie called Grumpy Old Santa, and it was like Jingle Lady #2 or something like that. But I've done like limited series and I've done a couple movies since then and it's been really fun. I really do like the stage, but in the long run, like I want to die doing film and TV. Definitely.
What type of acting scene do you see yourself going into? Like, what kind of movies you see yourself going into?
I do a lot of comedy, so I would say I would really like to be given the opportunity to do something dramatic or maybe an action movie. That way I can get in shape. Like very, very much Woman King, something like that. I would love to be a superhero, but I don't know what kind of superhero I would be that doesn't already exist. But just something very contrasting, something different from the norm.
Different from the norm. What do you see? What do you see? Like action, or like, do you see drama movies or
I
love
see
movies?
whenever I look into my future, I definitely see drama for sure.
Why do you say drama?
I say drama, it just requires more mentally and psychologically. And I think that you can learn comedy. I mean, comedy is fun, but you have to be funny to do comedy because if you deliver the line wrong and it's not funny, the audience is gonna be like, oof. mm, I don't know. But
I get
drama, I feel like drama is definitely more relatable in some ways because these are real. Somebody's going through these situations in real life. This camera just so happened to capture this moment in time of this movie. And so I think drama is definitely more relatable to see how those characters navigate the obstacles in situations that could be similar to the viewer.
so. You say you've been knowing. You know how you wanted to act since you were 9 years old, right?
Hmm.
Did you ever see yourself like actually going on stage, like and really acting out? Or have you had? Was you in school? Was you like in high school, middle school stuff? Did you act in plays? Was you in drama theater?
I went to a private middle school. I went to like a private preschool, a public elementary school, and then back to that same private like middle school because that private school goes from 2 year old to 12th grade. So whenever I got back in middle school, I did one play and it was Peter Pan. And oh my gosh, like they didn't have like it was like a drama club, so like you had to get your own costumes and do all this. And we did Peter Pan Jr. and I was a mermaid, and so they were like, okay, get your costumes or whatever. My dad had got me this. It was like one of those mermaid tails that you swim in. Like I can't walk, I can't walk in this thing, and I'm going on stage like waddling. And I'm looking at all the other mermaids, and all their costumes match. I said, "Oh, I think I missed the memo." Because all of y'all are walking just fine and all that. I'm like, okay. And then a couple years later, my friends stayed at that high school and they were like, oh, look what I found. And it was like a video. I said, burn that tape, burn it immediately. I don't, that's a show that I really don't claim for real because a year after when I tried to join the drama club, all of a sudden the cutoff was 6th grade. I was like, okay, that's fine. That's fine. But I really just had to wait until high school. I wasn't in any shows in high school until the spring of junior year, but I was still taking theater classes to learn more about it.
So what first caught your eye? Was it the acting or the writing? When did writing catch your eye? Because I know you say you're a published writer.
Yes, ma'am. It was definitely acting first. Writing kind of came later. It was really an all of a sudden kind of thing. I just couldn't sleep. There was this one spring that I just could not go to sleep for anything. I'm staying up till like 3, 4 in the morning. I got to jump back up at 6. I was like, there was nothing really wrong. I just couldn't go to sleep. Like my mind was just going. And so I was like, you know what? I haven't written a poem since third grade. Let me try this again. And then so I wrote whatever I was thinking about, whatever was in my mind. And as soon as I finished, like I went straight to sleep. And I was like, that's interesting. And it was like 3 a.m. And so when I read it again, when I woke up, it was like, it's 3 a.m. So maybe I just wrote it and it's bad, but let me read it again. So I read it again and I was like, okay, like I don't hate it. And then I sent it to like some of my friends. I was like, what do you think about this? They're like, this is good. I like this. And then so every time I couldn't go to sleep, I just started writing, 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 writing. And then I eventually had a collection of them. And I was like, well, I'm about to turn 21. Let me just publish 21 of these poems for my birthday. Well, I didn't publish it till March, and my birthday's in January. But I was like, let me get all of this together so I can publish it. And I published it in March, this past March.
That's good. What is the title, if you don't mind me asking?
That's okay. It's called The Poetic Insomniac.
Hmm.
'Cause I could not go to sleep for anything. And everything I said, my friends were like, that's a very poetic way to put that. And I was like, okay, The Poetic Insomniac.
Do you see yourself writing any more books? I mean, with the acting.
I'm not sure. I'm not. If I did, it would definitely have to be nonfiction because I don't have a very good um perception of like storylines and things like that, especially writing them myself. I'm just not. Writing fiction is not my ministry. I have friends that write shows and movies and books, and they're like, well, just once you establish the characters, they really start writing themselves. I'm like, that's how I know I'm not meant for that because that is not true
Mm-mm.
for me. But their work is really good and really, really thorough and very authentic. So I'm like, yeah, that's just not my ministry. It's very possible, but it's just not for me.
What inspires you to become an actress?
I So again, when I was 9 years old, I was actually watching that Disney show called Austin and Ally. And up until I was a very whimsical child. So I thought everything around me going on, I thought everything was real. I thought Santa was real. I thought the Tooth Fairy was real. I thought the Easter Bunny was real. I thought that
I think we
everything,
all do as kids think that Santa is
I
real
think so
and the
too.
tooth fairy, like for real.
Yes, that's very like I was just very whimsical. Like I believed in Santa for as long as I could. I was like, no, y'all, he's coming down the chimney with the big red bag. But I thought that everything on TV that I was seeing was real. Like I said, I thought everything going on around me was real. And so there was this one character in Austin and Ally named Trish. She's known for like quitting jobs and like getting a job the same day. Like she works a lot. And so she had lost her job one time, as usual for the series, but
Mhm.
she had lost it in this very embarrassing way. And I was like, I went to my mom, I was like, why did they do her like that? Like, that's crazy. And my mom, she picked up that I was like actually upset about this. And she was like, no, 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 but you know that this is fiction. And I was like, what do you mean?
I mean, like,
Yes. And she was like, well, this is people write these things that they're saying and they just write stories. And people are basically paid to tell these stories and it's called acting. And I was like, whoa. So before then, people and adults would ask me what I would want to be when I grew up. And I was like, I don't know. My dad, my dad, I told Elmo when I was 3 that I wanted to be a teacher. And my dad was like, what? And then I told somebody else that I wanted to be a doctor at like age 5. I don't know. I really didn't know what I wanted to be. But after that conversation I had with my mom, the answer was consistently an actor, that I wanted to be an actor.
you just knew, you put it in your mind like, this is what I want to do because I see
I
it on
think
TV. I'm
I
gonna
think
do it.
that's what happened. Cause like, something changed that day.
Change your heart, your mindset. Yeah,
Mhm.
like I want to do that. I see them doing that. I can do it too. I
Right.
can. Is there a specific movie or actor that you would like to work with, like when you get out of college, or while
Um,
you in college?
There's so many. There's so many. The greats, Viola Davis. Oh goodness. Michael B. Jordan, Brad Pitt, Idris Elba, Denzel. I feel like Denzel's up there for everybody. But if the Lord lets him live long enough, Morgan Freeman. I feel like if he can hold on just a little bit longer, maybe it's possible.
Why
I
would you
think those
choose
are my top
those?
five.
Why would you choose those? Why did you make those your top five?
Viola Davis, she does so much background work, and I really admire that about her because she writes like 90 to 100-page biographies about characters that she plays, and I found that really fascinating because of course, at college you're taught like script analysis and how to get into character and things like that. But of course, she went to Juilliard, so it's like her mental is on a whole other level, and I think I could learn a lot from her. And Brad Pitt, I feel like everybody else I said is just like a classic actor that you watch growing up, and you're just like, I wonder what it would be like. Because I really liked Brad Pitt's performance in The Curious Case of Benjamin Button. I really liked his performance in that movie. And we all know Morgan Freeman is playing God. So I
That
think
was so funny in that movie. That was so
yes.
funny.
I think who else did I say? Michael B. Jordan. Michael B. Jordan. I think he's just another classic. You're just like that's like a bucket list type thing. Like if I could, I would. That kind of thing. But for sure, like Viola Davis for sure. And Denzel, classic Denzel. All the black people. Oh, so you want to be here? You want to act? Oh, you want to be Denzel? You need to get a taste of Tyler Perry. That's what everybody says. But it would be nice for sure.
How do you prepare yourself to go on scene when you
If
get
I'm
into
on stage, if I'm on stage and I do my like pre-show routine, so like I'll do my makeup and I'll get dressed or whatever, and then I'll always pray because I remember there was a time when I was 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 years old, all the way up until I got accepted and figured out that acting is actually possible for me. I remember wanting to act so bad and never having an opportunity to do it. Like I was looking around for everything. There was just nowhere I could do it at. The drama club age got cut off, and there was nowhere else for me to do this. So I just try not to take it for granted, and I just try not to take the gift that I've been given of storytelling for granted either. So yeah, of course you got to thank her for another day, for safe travels and all those things. But
exactly?
I pray and try to ask God just to not let me take it for granted, for just to see the audience, to see him through me, because I was not given this gift
Oh
just,
my
out of the
God.
blue. I don't believe that God would promise people so much if he didn't plan on fulfilling that promise. So
Amen.
now if I'm on a movie set, movie sets are very fast. So I get at the car, I'll be like, thank you, Lord, it's another one. And then I get in the door, and it's just, if I if I'm like wrapped for the day, I'll help like slate, I'll help do other things because I really want to learn how to work my way around. That way, even though if I'm not in front of the camera, I can just be on set in the environment that I want to be
Behind the
in.
scenes.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. But that's really what I do in terms of stage. Stage is really a lot longer of a process than the movie is because once you get on set and they call you, like you're gone, like you got to go. So
What is one thing what is one thing that keep you going, that inspires you to keep going, like doing this journey?
it
Acting and writing, with acting and writing.
writing, it was. I always believe that no matter how you feel, that you're never the only one, because there's a lot of there's a lot of times where I was writing and I was like, I don't know if this should I put this in here, this little. Then I was like, no, there's like I'm not the only one thinking this. There has to be. And then when people like getting the book and they're texting me and they're like, oh yeah, like I felt the same way. I'm like, okay, so like you're never by yourself. But in terms of acting, it's kind of I just as soon because I used to be an athlete. I was the varsity co-captain of my high school volleyball team, and I did that one show in spring of junior year. I said, "Oh, I'm leaving. I can't do this anymore." I was like, "This is what's possible." I said, "Oh no." Of course, it was a mental fight because I played volleyball for 10 years, and that's all. Like that's all I knew. I played for 10 years, but after that fourth year, I was like, okay, I'm a little tired, but I don't know what else to do. Like volleyball was all I knew, and I wasn't good at anything else because that was all I did. And it's like as soon as I decided to take that leap of faith, and I was like, it was like, do I want to let my family down? But do I do this? Do I do both? But I knew if I did both, it'd be stretching myself thin for no reason because I really don't want to do volleyball anymore. And as soon as I just made the decision to just leave volleyball alone and just like full-fledged like do acting, I got into that fall musical for my high school. I got into this college. I got into the program of this college, and I booked my first movie. Like everything was going
So
right. Just
how you play?
all of a
Yeah,
sudden, and I was like, "This is yeah."
God sent. Yeah, this God sent. When it goes in order like that, it's in divine order. That means God sent it to you.
And it was consecutive. I'm talking like everything I like the college and the BFA program and the movie that was all back to back. So like I really had 100% booking rate for my auditions at that point, and I was just starting out. And I was like, what the heck? Like this is crazy. And then I finally got to college, and the more I learned, the more tangible my vision was for the future. Like I can see
You can see.
everything.
Yeah,
It's like
you
I
can
can
see.
describe and see everything in my future, and I just know that it's like I'm not crazy, right? So like it has to happen. It has to happen, or like I would, if it didn't happen, I would probably be dead and I died trying. That kind of thing.
Just basically envision. You can see it in your vision. You see the vision. That's why you're doing.
Hmm.
You can see the
Hmm.
vision before it happened. That's basically how you have a passion for something, so you can see it already happening.
Hmm. And it's so clear. It's so clear.
And that's good that it's clear like that. I mean, it is God sent. Like I said, when there's no confusion or chaos in it, it's God sent. He was sending
Hmm.
you the signs back to back to back to back. When you, like you said, when you start doing the volleyball, it just stuff just started coming and
Hmm.
lining up, lining up, and lining up, and it continues to line up. That means that it's God sent. When God
Hmm.
sent, it's gonna flow.
Right.
It's gonna,
Amen.
it's definitely gonna flow.
For sure.
What was one of the behind scenes moment you had that you had with everybody and y'all was laughing about on set?
I have one on the stage. So a year ago, I did. My friend at the time had rewritten. It was like a black version of Cinderella. And
Mm.
before every show, we would like get in a circle. We would just freestyle, and people would say the craziest stuff. We would, or at the end of the show, everybody left. We would do line dances. We had like this special thing for Valentine's Day. It was really fun. That whole process was it was great.
So if you had a chance to do anything before you get out of college, would you go out and like you know how to do mentorship like for other ones that's coming in? Like would you be an example and go speak if you had a chance?
Hmm. I'm not sure. I've been told. I mean, people. We have evaluations every semester at my school, and so like all my professors are writing to me. They're "You're you're a natural leader," and I was like, "I don't do anything. Like, I don't." I'm like, they're just like, "No, but you lead by example," and I was like,
Mhm.
"Oh, okay." Like, I'm glad. I'm like,
Thank you.
I'm not gonna steer nobody wrong now. It's different if you come ask me and I'm like, okay, this. I would never steer you wrong. But I'm living life. I'm just trying to, you know. And so I don't
That's
about
they
speaking.
see in you. That's something that they see in you, and that's a good thing that they see leadership in you. That mean, when you get farther on, people will see you and they see you as being lead, director, lead, something like lead.
Hmm.
You're leading. They see the leadership in you, so that's good. If they see the leadership, just take that as a compliment. Like, thank you. Like, I didn't see that, but
I mean,
sometimes,
right.
sometimes the things that we can't see in ourselves, other people see it, and it helps us to see it in ourselves.
Hmm. That's definitely true. I mean, it wasn't like a what? But they were like, this is what you do in this. And I was like, oh, okay. So about the speaking, to answer your question about the speaking, I'm not sure if I would speak, but since they gave me examples, they were like, this is you leading by example. I was like, oh, well, I would just do that. Because I was never somebody to tell people what to do. That's why, like, group projects, they're like, okay, y'all, what do y'all want to do? I don't know. You don't know. You don't know. You don't know. Okay, so here's what we're going to do since don't nobody know. Like, it's never, I would, it's like, it's a democracy. So, okay, here's this, and here's what we're going to do. Are you okay with that? Are you okay with that? Are you okay with that? No? Well, what would you rather do? Okay, let's incorporate that. Like that's if nobody knows, then somebody got to do it.
Somebody come up with something. Got to come up with something. Yeah, yeah.
That's the only time I would like speak because I don't like bossing people around or like I just it's never really been my thing.
Lay back in your own zone.
Mm-hmm.
When you when they told you that about leadership, was you like happy or you was like how was what was your
I was I was happy. I mean, I don't think a leader is anything to be. I don't think it's negative. I'll say that. Um, I could say it surprised me, yes and no, because both of my parents are leaders in their fields, so I could understand where it was coming from. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, now that I know that, I can use that. Especially if you think I'm a leader, then that means I'm being watched. So I got to be extra careful.
so if you was offered a lead role like in like Hollywood, if you would say if you was offered a lead role, would you take it?
It depends on what all they're gonna have me do because it's a bunch of hell in Hollywood too.
It
So
is.
I would definitely have to get with some people to do contracts and clauses and stipulations to make sure that I'm not gonna get got and that they're not gonna exceed any of the boundaries that I set down for sure.
What are your expectations like when you get out of college? Like, what are your expectations like? Are you trying to go straight into acting, or what are your expectations like? Do you have expectations? Say if somebody come up to you, like you just said, you're under the contract and stuff. Say
Mhm.
if somebody come up to you and ask you different things, like, and ask you to go to different roles or different cities and stuff, how would you go about it? What
I
are your expectations for them? Like, if you want me, this is what you have to do.
hopefully by that time I would have an agent and I would let my agent know that I know that I am a woman, and especially a black woman. I do not want to be sexualized in every movie that I'm in. I do not want you to see me kissing somebody every time I'm on the screen. Because imagine when I have kids and my kids see that movie, then what? My
Mm-hmm.
husband see that movie, then what? So it's like there's ways to go around that stuff too, like camera tricks and stunt doubles, so things like that. So there's ways to go around it. So I'm like, this is like I want a double for this scene, and it has to be a camera trick for this. I want them to understand that because like
We're
I
not
said,
always sexualized. Yeah, like yeah,
yes,
that's because
because
I'm a woman. Don't sexualize me in this industry.
yes. And
I
it's
can do other things. Yeah,
exactly. It's like I don't have to be kissing somebody all the time.
the
Like, where's
time.
the? I have to tell the story. Somebody to learn something from the story. I think my expectation. I'm definitely. It's gonna be a lot harder because of that. A lot harder. I already know. I already know. So it's the road is gonna be definitely a lot longer for me because of that. But it's. I mean, slowly is the fastest way to get to where you want to go.
And it's boundaries. It's boundaries. So anytime you have boundaries and you set boundaries, that's a good thing. Because
Hmm.
if you set boundaries coming in, they gonna know what to expect from you. Like, oh, I can't put her in this scene, I can't put her here, and I can't put her there because she's not gonna allow that. She's not gonna come in. Especially if you're good at what you do, they're gonna accept your boundaries and your expectations because guess what? I know can't nobody play the part like she can play that part.
Right.
Yeah, you have to come in with a boundary. Set your boundaries. Yeah,
Hmm.
big boundaries. If there's anything you could tell someone that's in school like you and doing the same thing that you're doing, what would you tell them right now?
Keep going. Do it. Do it. There's a lot of people, especially when I first stopped playing sports, they were like, "Are you sure?" I'm like, "No, but that's why I'm doing it though." Because I mean, if it's would you, I'm just gonna stay comfortable and be like mentally checked out of this, or be struggling over there but doing what I want to do. It's like struggling but like willingly. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So I would say do it
Something
even
that you know, like you say, you can see the vision. So it's not struggling. It's just you seeing the vision that nobody else can see. It's not meant for
Mhm.
anybody else to see your vision because God gave it to you for a reason.
Right, and
What
not everybody's gonna understand
so
that.
I'm struggling. That's neither here or there because guess what? You doing it because you want to do it. You have a passion for it, and it's gonna come. Money gonna
Hmm.
come. Everything gonna come. It's gonna fall in places, like you say. Everything is falling in place, and when it falls in place, it's in divine order. I mean, God is doing it.
Exactly. And I would also tell them to keep their mouth shut.
Hmm.
There's a lot of things that you can't just be posted all the time, be like, y'all, I booked this movie, because somebody out there is preying on your downfall, and there's a lot of snakes in the grass. We do
Woo!
this thing all the time, and like there's class. They're like, does anybody have any good news to this? Does anybody book anything? I could have booked the biggest thing in the world, and I'm not saying nothing.
See ya.
Nothing. Like, you will
Mm-hmm.
not see it until post-production, when I'm posting the pictures on set and it's already released. I'm not doing it. I didn't tell anybody I was publishing a book. I just did it. And when I posted it, they were like, oh, like, what's, go find out. Go find out. I'm just not. Because people, especially if you tell people your vision, like you were saying earlier, it's young. So like people are trying to drown it at its earliest stage. And
At
that's
first
when
stage,
it's the most, that's when it's the most
variable.
fragile. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, very variable and very fragile because once you tell a person your vision, and once you'll think they for you, they can love you, but they really don't. They be really against you, plotting against you. Like, okay, she ain't gonna make it anyway.
Right.
Yeah, nah, I'm gonna make it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
And
definitely.
they'll support your little wins, but once you start winning big and they see that you're not going backwards, then that's start to switch up a little bit.
Yeah, like, hold on, wait a minute. No, I didn't think she was gonna make it that big. I'm finna hate
Right.
on. But regardless, laugh at your haters, clap at your haters, because don't get mad at me, get mad at God. He the one to put me here. He gave
Right.
me the vision, and I just went on with it.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta go for your dreams. You can't let nothing stop you. And like you said, you cannot talk about it to everybody.
Yeah, I
It's
would
not meant for
definitely.
you to run your mouth to everybody. It's not. It's meant for you to be quiet and then, like you said, when you don't say it, show it. Because people are PREY, not
Yes,
PR. Let's get that straight. PREY. They preying on your downfall.
absolutely. Absolutely. I would rather die with memories than dreams, because if I die with dreams, that's, I did not do my job and I
I
did
feel
not
like
try hard
my
enough.
purpose. Yeah, definitely, 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 definitely. I definitely can relate to that. If you could star in any classic movie to remake it, what would it be?
Oh, a classic movie? Oh my gosh. This is hard. The Wiz.
Wizard of Oz?
Yep, The Wiz. I really, it's probably because of Michael Jackson, because I'm like the biggest Michael Jackson fan ever. But like I want to play the Scarecrow before I die, somehow, some way. Either that, or what was a really good movie I saw? I forgot the name of it, but it was that one movie with Taraji P. Henson, and she was an assassin that was taking care of a little boy because she killed his dad and felt bad, and she
Oh yeah,
took care
I
of
know what you're
him.
talking about.
Yeah.
Proud Mary.
Yes, 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 yes. I would love to play like an assassin, or what's another one? It starts with the A. It's with Janelle Monáe, and they kidnapped her. They had made her like some sort of like kind of like a slave. It's very like Handmaid's Tale-ish, and she escaped on horseback. And I was like, yes, girl. I was like, I want to be. I want to ride a horse to freedom. I want to do
So you can see
everything.
yourself just being fearless in the movies. Like I can see
Mhm.
you just being fearless, like not caring, like one of those people that play like, okay, like you said with Taraji Henderson in that movie. I can see
Mhm.
you playing a movie like that, like just fearless.
Yes, I would love to do that. I just want to have a lot of range. I want to be known enough to where people are calling me to book
Mhm.
jobs, but I also want to still have the ability to disappear into the roles that I play. Because
Yeah.
it's like, if I, after watching How to Get Away with Murder, everything else I've seen, I'm like, that's Annalise Keating. That's my other Davis. But then you see Denzel, you're like, oh, there go Denzel. But like, you're not seeing who Denzel is playing. You're just seeing Denzel. Which
Mhm.
Denzel, he can definitely act, but that's the first thing people say is that's Denzel. I still
Yeah.
want to be able to, for me, GeCamri, to disappear, so you can see, I don't know, Sarah or whatever, whoever.
You can still see me. You can see that
Hmm.
person I'm acting, but you can still see, okay, that's me. This is
Hmm.
who I am. Like, this is me. Even though I'm playing this part, this is who I am. They can still see you outside of, like you said, they see Denzel, be like, oh, that's Denzel. That's just Denzel. You want to be able to know that, okay, this is you. This is who I am.
Hmm.
Y'all see me in the movies, but I want y'all to see me as well outside.
Yes, but y'all still like be able to tell the difference. Be like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, like Jacari's personality is this, but like when she played this character, I didn't see any of that. Which I feel like you got to bring a little bit of yourself to every character you play. Otherwise, you're just lying about it.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to be believable in everything that I do.
So what is the main thing you would like people to know, like, about you? Like, if they can know anything about you, if you could tell the world anything about you right now, what would you tell them outside of, the acting and the writing?
Mm-hmm.
Who are
Who am I? I am. I think I'm a very sweet person. I think it runs in my family. We're all very nice people, especially, but I feel like I get from my mom's side, the anger from my mom's side, because it takes a lot. I mean, I get like ticked off or whatever, but when I get mad, everybody in the 5 mile radius is in danger. My grandmother, my mother's mother, she had eyes just like mine. They say I look like her all the time. And whenever she got not ticked off, not upset, but mad, her eyes would literally change colors, like to gray, like thunderstorm gray. It was the scariest thing. They used to tell me it was the scariest
like
thing.
Storm, like Storm?
Yes, exactly. And it's like I'm very kind and I'm very empathetic, but don't mistake my kindness for weakness.
Don't play with me.
Yes, that's what I would tell the world. Don't tell
Don't
me.
play with me. Yeah, I'm very sweet and kind, but don't take me there because I will go
Yes. Yes.
there. Don't take me there because I will go there. Yeah. Can you tell the world where they can find you at, like on Instagram, Facebook, and let them know like anything that you have coming up? Do you have any projects coming out or anything right now?
Sure. So my Instagram is GeCamri Amberay. It's all lowercase GeCamri Amberay. And that's on Instagram and Facebook. And then all of that also is my website, GeCamriAmberay.com. As far as projects, I have a couple things lined up. I've also been applying to internships so I can, like I said, work behind the scenes. So it's just waiting to hear back from all of those. But I'm definitely still, putting myself out there. So just doing what I can, when I can, how I can.
Okay. Well, y'all heard what she said. She told y'all where to find her at. Do you have any questions for me?
What made you start this? What made you start your podcast and your Zoom interviews? And how do you find people?
I send out invites
Mm-hmm.
through emails and inbox and everything. And I started a year ago because I love to talk. So
Mm-hmm.
I like
Me
to talk so
too.
much. I don't know what else to do. Like, I can't do anything else. But I was like, okay, well, let me start a podcast. And I didn't ever think to this day it'll be where it is now. I
Mm-hmm.
have a passion for it. I love what I do. I love communicating with other people, hearing their stories, and having them come on platform and just tell real stories. It's about that, like being authentic and just telling the stories. I
Right.
love hearing other people's stories. I'm a writer as well. I have
Okay.
books on Amazon.
Yes.
Yeah, I have 4 books on Amazon. I have another book coming out as well. Hopefully, the end of this month. It's a part two of my first book. So yeah,
Okay. Look, you got
yeah.
it going. You got your hands in all the baskets.
The the writing part in me came from the passion, like, of going through things. So whatever I go through, I put it in a book.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm mad at you, you definitely gonna be in my book. So
Right.
it's just no, but on a serious note, like, I love to write. I love to write and I love to talk.
Mm-hmm.
The writing is therapy for me.
Yeah.
The talking is therapy as well, because you listening to other people's stories when you want to give up. Their stories a little bit harder than yours, a little bit deeper. You just never know what a person background come from, and they really just tell you what they've been through. I love this. I have a passion for this. I love
Mm-hmm.
hearing other people's stories. Like, it makes me to keep going. It pushes me more. It motivates me more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but yeah,
That's beautiful.
yeah. But the right thing, yeah, like, it's therapy for me as well. So
Mhm. Yeah, for sure. It's especially like putting it on paper and just laying it all out. It's very therapeutic.
it's different. Yeah, it's different. It's like I want the world to be able to go into my books and try to walk into my story.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
that's one thing I want to leave. Like, I want people to understand, like, okay, yeah, she was known around the world, nationwide, but I want them to be able to walk into my story. When I write my books, I want them to be able to walk into it. I
Mm-hmm.
want them to be able to come in and be like, okay, dang, she went through this. Oh, she went through that. She went through. Yeah, I can see that. I
Yes.
can see that. I can see that.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I
Yeah.
also like turn them into movies as well. So.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you got your hands in all the baskets. Ain't nothing you can't
I'm
do.
trying, I'm trying. This is something that I love to do, but I see myself going deeper into it, like with as in turning my looks into the movies because I feel like it'd be a good movie.
Mm-hmm. Call me. You got my information.
Very interesting, very interesting. It's a little drama, a little heartbreak, little everything. You gotta go read it. It's what the first book is. Yeah, it's tea. You got to go read it. Go search up Tamisha Wolf on Amazon and you'll see the books.
You
But
said,
my
you said
first
typing
book,
what on Amazon?
Tamisha Wolf.
Okay.
My name, and it's hard to love, hard to deal with. If you love me, you're a real one.
Okay.
Now that first book, yeah, it's it's tea. It's
All
about my
right.
life. So it's stepping into my life. So yeah,
That's
it's
good.
it's
Because
really good.
even after you're gone, your words will remain for people to read on. I find
That's
that so.
exactly what I want. A legacy.
Yeah.
A legacy. Yeah. I want my kids to know like my mama did that.
Yes.
Like she really did that. And my mama left a legacy for us. That's the whole
Mm-hmm.
thing. Leave a legacy for my children. That's the whole goal behind it. Don't
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it takes time. And like I told you, you don't do some things you're not gonna get paid for, but at the same time, if you have a passion for it, that money gonna come.
Yeah, like right. It might not come right now with that one project, but sometimes you just got to do it for the love.
Yeah. When you love it and you got a passion for it and you know this is your calling, I know this is my calling. Every
Mm-hmm.
time I try to give up, somebody call me. Somebody hit
Yeah.
me. Okay. All right, Lord, this must be for me because
Exactly. Exactly.
invites come back when I send out the invites and they respond to me. I love that. I love it. It just helps me be like, okay, don't give up, keep going. And family. I got friends, I got a sister,
Mm-hmm.
family. I'm doing this for them.
Yeah.
It's not about me. It's not about me at all. Like I said, I love when people come on and tell their stories because you just never know what a person went through. And you
Right.
giving me time to interview you. So, I just take it as a go. I love it. I really do love it.
I really admire that. That's woo. That the hardworking woman.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Of
Thank you. It
course.
means a lot. It means a lot. But go check that book out though. I'm telling you, it's tea.
Listen. Woo. So if you love me, you're a real one. I know that's right.
Yeah,
I
it's
gotta keep
really
that
good.
pin part.
Hard to love, hard to deal with. If you love me, you're real one. That just think about the title and think about how juicy it gets.
It's, it's a thick book, ain't it?
No, it's not that. It's not that many chapters, but it's
It's
good.
heavy.
Yeah. It's heavy. It make you be like,
And then what?
That's why the part 2 is coming out.
Okay.
Yeah,
Are
that
you
one
gonna
is
do
good.
like a book tour? You gonna do a book tour, book signing, something?
Hopefully soon I will do a book signing soon. Hopefully it'll be coming up soon. My podcast is jumping right now, but I mean soon, yeah. Hopefully they'll be coming up as well.
That's good. I'm like what a problem to have. Like that's such a good problem to have, though. You can't do something because this is popping off.
Yeah, right. I mean, like I said, I wasn't expecting for it to just flourish like it is, but they just let me know that this is your call and this is what God put you here to do. So I mean,
Right.
I'm happy. I'm excited. Like I said, when I get the invitations and when I send out the invitations, you don't know what you're gonna get. This is a business, so you don't know if you'll get a yay or a no.
Yeah.
So yes, no. But when I get the responses back, I'm grateful and I'm honored because it's like, okay, come on my platform and share your story. Thank you because this is the opportunity that you don't get once in a lifetime.
Hmm.
If when you call to do something, you have to put your big girl drawers on and be like, okay, in business you're gonna get yes and you're gonna get no.
Hmm. And sometimes you won't get nothing at all.
Yeah, you won't get a response at all. So, I'm grateful for the ones that do respond back to me and get on my platform, like how you came on my platform. I'm grateful and I'm honored. I can look back on these.
I'm honored.
I look back on these interviews and I love it. And I still say that's me on the screen talking. You know what I mean?
That's
So
what I say too. I'm like, oh my
yeah, and it be like that. Like as you do, you be like, wow, that's me. That's really me. Like
God.
that's
Right.
me. Like I really did that. Like that's
Yeah.
me. Like,
It made it look easy.
Yeah, make it look very easy. People don't see behind the scenes, but still, like you make it look easy, and that's what's good about it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's what you can help others. Like this is what I had to go through behind scenes, but look, I still got up and I did what I had to do.
Mm-hmm.
Get through it. You're gonna have to go through it to get through it. So
Yep, accomplish that mission.
yes, every time, every time. But this has been a great interview, and I'm thankful and grateful that you allowed me to interview you. And thank you so much. And you have a wonderful day.
Thank you. I'm grateful and honored that you reached out to little old me.
You're welcome. You're welcome anytime. Thank you so much for coming on my platform and sharing your story.
Thank you. I really appreciate you.
You're welcome. You have a good day.
You too. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye bye.